The following information in this video is based off nothing but a high school textbook, some basic French knowledge from GCSE and Google Translate. Do not take offense to any mistakes. This is meant for fun and nothing more. Hello everyone, this is Starr here, the face behind the voice. Yeah, this is my face. Hi. So, as all you guys are aware, MineCon is coming up very shortly. I know it's kind of towards the end of November-ish. I'm not going myself, but I know a lot of people are worried about the language barrier because obviously it's being held in France. And I know a lot of people don't know much French, and I thought it'd be quite fun to kind of put together a sort of video guide thing of how to speak French. I mean, I have numerous qualifications in French, so I think I'm the ideal candidate to teach you guys some basic French words. So, probably at some point in France you're going to have to converse with someone in French. It might be someone at a restaurant, it might be someone who you bump into on the street, you might be lost, it might be asking for directions, but at some point you're probably going to have to initiate or be part of a conversation. So here's just a few kind of phrases to get you through that conversation. Hello. Bonjour. So after you've introduced yourself, you might want to introduce yourself formally by just saying what your name is. My name is... Je m'appelle...
Hey, it's good!
Hey, c'est good! Of course, if you're one of those people who isn't quite into the formalities of just saying, hello, my name is good, or whatever, you might want to exclaim who you are in a big, loud sort of way, such as...
B-team. B-team.
L'équipe B! L'orange! Of course, if the extent of your French is just saying hello is such and such, you're not going to get very far in a conversation. Now, most people in France are lucky enough to actually know at least a little bit of English or kind of understand or grasp a sense of the English language. So if you'd rather kind of carry out the conversation in English, you might want to let them know that you're not French. I mean, it'll probably be fairly obvious with you struggling to speak French if you're not French yourself. So you might want to say to them, I don't speak French. Je ne parle pas français. Do you speak English? Parlez-vous anglais? And they can respond with either one of two ways. They can respond with no, non, yes, oui. If they respond with no, then you can either just give up and walk away, or you might want to insult them or yell at them in some way. Maybe an exclamation like,
Get a rock job.
Recevez un emploi rock. That actually literally translates to receive a rock employment. That was the closest I could get, but I'm sure it'll have the same reaction pretty much. If the person you're talking to then seems offended and you don't actually want to offend them, then you might just want to apologise to them. Now, there's two sorts of different apologies in France. Sorry, pardon. Pardon is used if you kind of say or do something wrong, such as shouting, get a rock job at them. Excuse me. Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi is used more if you've kind of bumped into someone or if you're just trying to sort of get past them. So that's kind of like if maybe you're in a busy street or kind of trying to get past in a queue or something. So you'll use excusez-moi then. Of course, Paris is a very big city, and especially if you don't know the language that well and don't understand any of the directions that all the signs are saying, you can easily get lost. And if that happens, you might want to go up to someone and say, help me, I am lost. L'aide, je me sens perdu. If you're looking for something, then you might want to ask, where is? Où est? And just a couple more kind of little conversation tidbits you might want to use. I am. Je suis. It's. C'est. I would like. Je voudrais. Of course, if you're asking for something, then you want to make sure that you use your P's and Q's. Please. S'il vous plaît. Thank you. Merci. If you ask for something in French and then obviously maybe your translation's kind of a bit off and they have no idea what you're talking about, they might just present you with something you have no idea what the hell it is. So you'll want to respond to that with, what is it? Qu'est-ce que c'est? If you're buying something in a shop, then something that you'd want to ask is, how much is it? Combien y est? Just a couple of extra kind of conversation bits you might want to fit into because. parce que, but, mais,
Indeed.
sûrement, en fait, en réalité, effectivement. I couldn't actually find any kind of literal translation from French to English of indeed, so I kind of just collected a bunch together that translated as, you know, it's true, or certainly, or definitely, and things like that. So sorry about that, Kurt. And then at the end of a conversation, obviously, you're gonna want to say goodbye, au revoir, or alternatively, adieu. Or if you want to say farewell to someone in a more kind of Pausian style, then you might say
peace out, Girl Scouts.
La pas dehors, les éclaireurs. Now here's just a little bit of vocab in terms of food and drink. Food. La nourriture, drink. Un verre, water. L'eau, ice cream. La glace, pancakes. Les crêpes, burger. Les burgers, French fries or chips. Les frites, salad. La salade, breakfast. Le petit déjeuner, lunch. Le déjeuner, dinner. Le dîner. You can see a lot of those kind of, the actual French word for them is very similar to the English word. So I mean, if worse comes to worse and you're kind of struggling to find the French word for something, just say it in English with a French accent. I'm sure that'll work just as well. Maybe someone asks you where you're from, and in that case you might want to respond with just the country that you're from. So I've got a couple of countries here for you guys. England, Angleterre, America, Amérique, Wales, Pays de Galles, Canada, Canada, Ireland, Irlande, Germany, Allemagne, Sweden, Sweden, Europe, Europe, France, France. Again, the same kind of idea that the translation of them is very similar to the English word. If you're looking for somewhere, then here's a list of possible places you might be looking for. Train station. La gare. Bus station. Le station de bus. Hotel. L'hôtel. Restaurant. Le restaurant. Bathroom. La salle de bain. Hospital. L'hôpital. Shop. Le magasin. Museum. Les musées. Farlands. Les terres lointaines. That literally translates to distant land as opposed to far lands. Again, I couldn't really find a good translation of that. Here's a couple of descriptive words in case you need to describe something. Big, grand, small, petit, beautiful, beau, delicious, délicieux, good, bien, not good, n'est pas bien, disgusting, dégoûtant, hot, chaud, cold, froid, very, très, not very, un peu. Finally, here's just a list of kind of activities or verbs. I've done 3 translations for them, one of them referring to singular person, so just like I am eating, I am walking. Second one is collective, like we, so we eat, or we are eating. And the third one is kind of referring to just a specific, well, just a person, so, you know, you are eating. I'm not quite sure necessarily when you'd need to use that. I mean, you're not going to walk up to random people who are eating and just be like, you are eating, just to kind of prove you can speak French, but I don't know, you never know when you might need that. Also bearing in mind that the you I use here is the formal version of you, which is vous. I thought the formal one would just be safer, because then if you're addressing a stranger, you're definitely going to use the formal one, not the informal one. For now, I'm just going to say the verbs referring to, like, you, singularly. All of the stuff I've been saying in this video is going to be in the description below, so if you need to actually see any of that on paper or on print, it's right down there. I am walking. Je marche. I am driving. Je conduis. I am visiting. Je visite. I am eating. Je mange. I am drinking. Je bois. I am leaving. Je pars. I am exploring. J'explore. I am watching. Je regarde. I am choking. J'étouffe. The choking, I don't really know when you'd kind of need to use we are choking, because it's pretty unlikely there's going to be a situation where there's several of you choking unless it's a really, really bad meal. So that one you can probably give a miss. So that's pretty much it, I think, in terms of sort of the basic kind of gist of the language. Bearing in mind there's a lot of grammar that goes into French, the kind of verb endings and the le or la or le in front of words all change depending on the gender and the object and the object's gender. Yeah, the objects have genders, kind of weird, you know, feminine table, masculine candlestick, I don't know. But I think there's enough in this video that if you were to kind of throw all this stuff at a French person, they'd get the basic idea of what you were talking about. Alright, that's all from me, I think. I hope all of you who are going to MineCon have a really good time. I'm really bummed that I can't be there. It looks like a lot of fun, but that's life. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. That's all from me. Have a great time.